Hi and welcome back to Bob's Little Sports Shop. Today we're going to be talking about Darkstorm Industries DS-15 Non-NFA MOE. So in the previous video we talked about Darkstorm's non-NFAs with the free float handguards and all that, but we did not have this model in stock at the time. We have it in stock now, so we're going to talk about it today. The Darkstorms we talked about before, they're all billet receivers, so they have a billet lower, billet upper, and a free float handguard that Darkstorm makes in-house. That gun retails around $13.50 for the match set. What this gun here is this is the forged version of the same gun, so it's still a non-NFA. It still has the collapsing pistol brace, and it still has the 12.5-inch barrel. The difference with this one is it has a Magpul forearm with the Magpul foregrip, and on the back we have a CAC Industries shockwave brace. So what that does is having a forged receiver and the Magpul accessories is cuts the manufacturer's cost quite a bit, which then reduces the price of the rifle. So this gun right here retails for $9.99. So this is a sub $1,000 non-NFA made in Oakdale, New York. So going over this gun here, we'll start at the back here. This is a CAC Industries brace. This is a stabilizing pistol brace that just has, it's called basically a blade brace. It has the single blade on the back, and it is adjustable. So there's a little button right in here. You can squeeze that button in and move it to adjust your setting. So not as comfortable as the SB Tactical braces because it does have just this sharp blade on it, but it's a very cost-effective blade. I think this, if you were to buy this blade yourself, these are going to retail for probably around $40, $50. So it is adjustable for all your positions, but it is significantly less expensive than the SB Tactical brace, which then will decrease the cost of the rifle overall, or decrease the cost of the firearm overall. Moving back from there, we have a forged upper receiver. The standard Darkstorms, like I said before, the uppers and the lowers are billet. This is a forged upper, and also has a forged lower receiver. So the forging costs less money to manufacture than the billet does. Controls. On the other standard guns, you have an ambi safety. This one is marked ambi, but it does not come from the factory ambi. So this one is set up for right-handed. You have your selector mark, so you can put an ambi safety on it in it if you want in the future, but as it sits right now, it's just a right-handed selector. Magazine release is in the same spot as any other AR. Flipping it over, the controls are identical to any other AR on a standard forged receiver. It does have the Magpul grip, which has the little storage compartment built into it. So you can push this little button down. This slides out, and then you can store, a battery if you have a red dot on the gun or whatever. You can store in there. Moving up from there, we have the standard rails on top. We do have our Darkstorm forge mark here, and no T-marks. So that's one step that they have on the other guns that's not on this, which will reduce your cost. Moving on from there, we got our standard Delta ring holding the Magpul forearm in stock. Moving on from there, we have our standard Delta ring, which is holding the Magpul forearm in place, as well as our foregrip that's attached with M-lock on the bottom. This is a really nice handguard. We put these on a lot of people's guns, people that are buying Smith & Wesson M&P Sport 2s or Ruger AR 5.56s that just want something a little bit better than this traditional plastic. So on a traditional, like this for example is a Smith & Wesson M&P, this plastic handguard, there's actually not even heat shields in this. The first thing that people want to do is remove the parts of the gun that they're always touching, and that would be your grip and your forearm. So people will typically want to do Magpul or Mission First Tactical or Bravo Company, some of the other companies out there that make grips. Replacing that grip with a beefier grip and doing away with that lug on that your fingers get caught on there, as well as the handguard. They're the things that people do right out of the gate. So this one comes with all that furniture already on it. It is set up for M-lock, so we do have our M-lock slot on the bottom to where you can add different rails or attachments to the bottom if you want, as well as the sides. So if you wanted to put a flashlight on it or a laser or something, you can mount it on here. The front sight post is a pick rail base. So you have your gas tube here that comes into this, and then this is the same height as the rear of your receiver. So if you're going to put sights on it, you throw your flip-up sight on the front and the back, and you have iron sights. The barrel is a 5.56 1-in-7 twist, and then coming down, it is a threaded with a flash hider. So just a standard A2 birdcage flash hider. This is the 12.5-inch barrel, so this one is, you can unthread this and put whatever device you want on the front of it. But overall, this gun, from the barrel, the end of the barrel to the back of the brace, measures just over 27 inches. So it is the non-NFA. It does fall into that non-fire or non-rifle, non-pistol category. It is a non-NFA firearm, and that's the Darkstorm Industries MO8. Now, open this back. We do have a standard charging handle. The dust cover that comes on it is similar to the rest of them. It is just black when it's closed. You open it up, and it's got DS-15 and then obviously the American flag there. Comes with a standard 10-round Magpul magazine. One thing that they did do on this that they kept similar to their higher end guns is their takedown pins. These takedown pins have a little notch on them, so you can actually get your fingernail on it and pull the pin out. While on a standard gun, like we'll pick on this Smith & Wesson here. Standard ones, when you push this pin through, it's a little bit harder to get that pin out and removed. So usually I'll take a pen, get a little bit more purchase on it, and then I can pull the pin to hinge it. While with the Darkstorm, having these oversized takedown pins, as soon as I push this little button in here, so on the Darkstorm, once I push that pin in just a little bit with my thumb, I can turn around and there's enough meat there that I can grab that to open it up. So we'll hinge this, we'll take the bolt out. Charging handle comes back, just a standard AR-15 bolt, marked Darkstorm Industries on it, and our charging handle will pop out there. Front pin, same thing. You can actually get a grip on it to pull it off. And there's our standard lower. Now our lower does have a Darkstorm Industries marked buffer and basically just a standard mil-spec trigger. The upper, like I said, has the 12.5-inch barrel, and it is marked. If it's truly a Darkstorm Industries upper, it'll have their cage code on it, as well as made in New York, USA. So that's the Darkstorm Industries MOE. This, like I said, this gun retails for that right at that $9.99 point. So if you're looking for a non-NFA firearm and you don't want to spend the money that you're going to spend for an LWRC or one of the free float Darkstorms that we offer, this comes in at $9.99, so it's just under that $1,000 price point, which then leaves you some room for iron sights or red dot or whatever else you want to put on it. So if you have any questions about this gun or any of the other guns that we've posted videos about, definitely let us know in the comment section, and we'll try to get all your questions answered and maybe do some follow-up videos regarding that. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and thanks for watching.